Welcome to another episode of Bent Not Broken. Heartbreak and trauma may feel like the end of your story, but here it's the beginning of a bold new chapter. I'm your host, Coach Deborah Griffiths, and this is the space where women rise, rebuild, and rediscover their purpose. Remember this truth: you are bent, not broken. What if the reason you still feel stuck isn't because you're broken, but because you've been using the wrong tools for this season of your life? In today's bonus coaching session, we're going deeper into something Carolyn shared in our last episode: the difference between surviving and actually healing. Because here's the truth: you can look like you're functioning on the outside, going to work, raising your kids, showing up every single day, and still be living in survival mode. And survival mode, it will keep you safe, but it will not set you free. Let's talk about what survival mode really looks like. It might sound like, I'm fine, I just need to get through today. Or, at least I'm not falling apart. And how about, I don't have time to deal with this right now? You're coping, you're pushing through, you're managing, but you're not healing. And that's exactly what Carolyn described. She had the awareness, she knew how trauma impacted her, but she stayed stuck there for years. Why? Because awareness without action keeps you in place. I want you to ask yourself this: am I managing my pain or actually healing it? Let that sit for a moment. Here's where it gets powerful. The tools that helped you survive are not the same tools that will help you heal. Survival looks like avoidance, people-pleasing, shutting down, staying busy, numbing out. And listen, those tools were necessary at one point because they protected you. But now, they're keeping you stuck. Healing tools look different. Sitting with discomfort, being honest with yourself, setting boundaries, changing your self-talk, choosing differently, even when it's hard. One of the most powerful things Carolyn shared was this: healing is built on choices, not reactions. Not big dramatic life changes, not overnight transformations, but small intentional choices like speaking kindly to yourself instead of tearing yourself down, taking a walk instead of shutting down, saying no instead of overextending, and pausing before reacting. These small shifts, they change everything. Let's make this real for you. I want you to choose one area where you know you've been in survival mode. Now ask yourself, what would healing look like here instead? And then take it one step further. What is one small choice I can make today that moves me towards healing? Not tomorrow, not next week, today. And another truth that might surprise you: living well doesn't mean life gets easy. It means you become equipped. You have tools, you have awareness, you have resilience. So when life happens, and it will, you don't fall apart the same way. You respond differently. And that's growth. That's healing. That's power. Let's talk about something that's uncomfortable for a lot of us: how you speak to yourself. Carolyn shared that moment in the mirror, telling herself, I hate you. And maybe you've never said those exact words, but you felt them. Healing begins when you interrupt that pattern. So here's your next shift. Instead of, I'm such a mess, try, I'm learning. Instead of saying, why am I like this? Try, what do I need right now? That's how you start reparenting yourself. That's how you rebuild trust with yourself. If you take nothing else from today, take this. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not stuck forever. You may have been surviving, but you get to choose healing now. One choice at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time. If this resonated with you, I want you to take this deeper. Inside my Living Bold coaching program, we don't just talk about healing. We walk through it step by step so you can break out of survival mode and start living with clarity, confidence, and purpose. And if you're not ready for that, stay connected here on Bent Not Broken, because every episode is designed to help you rebuild your life from the inside out. Until next time, remember this. You may have been bent, but you are not broken. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Bent Not Broken. I hope that this episode reminded you that even through life's toughest moments, you are bent, not broken. If this message inspired you, please share, rate, review, and subscribe, as it helps us reach more women who are ready to rise and rebuild. And until next time, keep living bold and walking in your purpose.